How do I raise the same exception with a custom message in Python? I have this try block in my code. Strictly speaking, I am actually raising another value error, not the value error thrown by do_something ... which is referred to as error in this case. How do I attach a custom message to error? I try the following code, but fails due to error, a value error instance, not being callable.
Update, for Python 3, check Ben's answer. Update 2023, I wrote this answer more than 10 years ago and there are better answers now. You should be using Python 3 and the answer above. Original answer. To attach a message to the current exception and re-raise it. The outer try/except is just to show the effect. For Python 2.x where x equals 6. This will also do the right thing if error is derived from value error. For example, Unicode decode error. Note that you can add whatever you like to error. For example, error.problematic_array sadface 1, 2, 3. Edit at Dukin points in a comment the above does not work with Python 3 since .message is not a member of value error. Instead you could use this valid Python 2.6 or later or 3.x. Edit 2. Depending on what the purpose is, you can also opt for adding the extra information under your own variable name. For both Python 2 and Python 3.
It seems all the answers are adding info to e.args0, thereby altering the existing error message. Is there a downside to extending the args tuple instead? I think the possible upside is, you can leave the original error message alone for cases where parsing that string is needed, and you could add multiple elements to the tuple if your custom error handling produced several messages or error codes, for cases where the traceback would be parsed programmatically, like via a system monitoring tool. Or, can you see a downside to this approach?
If you're lucky enough to only support Python 3.x, this really becomes a thing of beauty, smiley face. Raise from. We can chain the exceptions using raise from. In this case, the exception your caller would catch has the line number of the place where we raise our exception. Notice the bottom exception only has the stack trace from where we raised our exception. Your caller could still get the original exception by accessing the __cause__ attribute of the exception they catch. With _traceback. Or you can use with _traceback. Using this form, the exception your caller would catch has the traceback from where the original error occurred. Notice the bottom exception has the line where we performed the invalid division as well as the line where we re-raised the exception.
This only works with Python 3. You can modify the exception's original arguments and add your own arguments. An exception remembers the args it was created with. I presume this is so that you can modify the exception. In the function re-raise we prepend the exception's original arguments with any new arguments that we want, like a message. Finally we re-raise the exception while preserving the traceback history. Output.